Welcome everyone to a brand spanking new episode, new installment, new season, new fucking rewrite. I don't know, something
Not a new
fucking new
season.
that you're looking forward to. No Filter Rival Show with your host Marshall DBDX or Marshall. Just fucking call me Marshall. But welcome to the show, guys. Welcome to another KH No Filter Rivals here on the KH No Filter Football Channel. Let's start off by introducing the panel for today. We might have more people pop in a little later, but we'll see how this goes. But Will, how you doing, man?
Hey, I'm good, Marshall. You know, it's a good game on right now. So I'd say it's been a very good weekend of football to watch. Lots of goals.
Right now we have the Everton versus Burnley game going on, almost over, but we'll probably touch on that a little bit towards the end. But I'm glad you're doing okay, Will. Real Chris, how are you, my friend?
Yeah, I'm all good. You know, just chilling, watching this game as well.
Thank you, Abdallah. Thank you, Abdallah. Awesome. I'm glad you're doing okay, and I'm doing pretty okay, guys. I did just start a new job today, so I mean we're getting into the swing of things. I was able to start at 4:30, which is good. So, we're a little late because I had to do a little bit of homework before I started the show. So my apologies about that, everyone in the chat.
And we don't know where Andrew is either. So
yeah, and we don't know. We're missing. There is some MIA.
We lost him at a shop.
Yeah. Some people are going
He's
MIA.
lost.
So
and guys, it wasn't like it wasn't Selfridges or anything. Don't expect that high of Andrew. Expect Aldi or Lidl.
After the stream, we will be sending out a search crew to check every single possible stream on YouTube to see where Andrew is, because there's 9 times out of 10 he is on a stream. So yeah. But alrighty, guys. So as for the format of the show, we are going to be going over, for the most part, top 6 teams in the in the Prem that happened over the course of the weekend. Some events and some premieres that we saw today with Cristiano Ronaldo. We saw some debuts rather with we also saw Romelu make his Stamford Bridge debut. We'll be talking about it all as we go throughout the show, and I think at the end of the show we will probably be doing a little bit of a preview of the Zenit show. So we'll probably do team of the week as well at the end. But all right. So to start off the game week, we had the game that I did some homework for, which was Crystal Palace versus Tottenham Hotspurs. Now, based on what I saw, dead first half, right? Dead first half, nothing to talk about. Spurs, from the highlights, it looked like there was absolutely no attack, no critical chance or opportunity that Spurs created in that second half. The whole game in general, honestly. Which is pathetic considering this is Crystal Palace. We whooped them. They also got whooped by who else did they just get clapped by?
They lost to us, and was it
Ben United? Was it United? I don't remember.
I can't remember either, but it was someone like, I thought it was. No, it wasn't Everton, was it? Everton played.
It was
Leeds.
They drew with West Ham. They couldn't finish the job with
they had 2
Brentford.
draws and a loss. So not an awful start, I guess.
Yeah, not a terrible start, but when we played them, for sure, they looked absolutely weak. Like they couldn't even get through our defense at all, like for even an attack. We gave them like maybe one clear-cut chance, and that's it. This game was you know what? It was almost like watching. It was almost like watching Crystal Palace cosplay Chelsea. It was just Chelsea versus Spurs, and it was just all Chelsea. So it was just complete shambles. And it wasn't even until the 65th minute, I believe it says right here, maybe, that 76. I'm sorry. Zaha scored via a penalty. A question, in my opinion, a questionable handball call. I can see why it's called a handball, but from what I saw, he had his arm out way before that ball was even kicked. So, I mean, you could argue he didn't try to get it out of the way, sort of, I guess. And I guess that's the reason it's a handball. But whatever. It is up for debate. It's a handball. He's given the penalty, and then Edouard, who made his premiere or his debut today, or not today, in that game, scores in the 84th minute just with a nice goal. And then our boy Conor Gallagher with a really beautiful fucking assist for that extra stoppage time goal for Edouard as well. So that's the game for you guys for the most part. I want to hear what you guys had to think. So we'll start with real Chris.
Tottenham, they had their 3-goal difference, and Crystal Palace like, yeah, we're taking that 3-goal difference back to reality, 0.
Wait, hold on, real Chris. Before you keep going, I have to ask. Weren't Spurs in first place technically before this game?
They spurs it up, they couldn't keep up with the pressure.
They Spurs it up.
So yeah, they was actually top. Yeah, they was because.
Did you manage to watch the game, Chris?
I watched most of it, and yeah, Gahey, Chelsea's ex-youth, I would say. He had a good game actually. Yeah, like he played pretty well at the back.
Okay.
So I gotta say Spurs just Spurs up. This was coming for Tottenham as well because they were struggling against most teams they played against so far this season. So technically, a loss was actually coming because they can't really attack. And Harry Kane, I don't know what he's doing. His head's in a different place to me as well. Like he's not with it. He obviously wanted to leave them, and now he's just not doing anything for Tottenham. Son was out injured, so that's a big loss for Tottenham, like for the attack, because Harry Kane's just going to do nothing. He needs Son.
Some could argue that he looked better under the same tactics under a different manager, but I'll leave it at that.
Harry Kane looked a lot better under Jose. Yes, he did. But
I didn't say that. You said it, not me.
No, he made a better Harry Kane. Yeah, we all know that. But like, obviously Jose was too defensive. So how's Nuno? How is he? Is he too defensively attacking, or what's he?
Honestly, same shit.
He's worse than Jose.
Day.
He's actually worse than Jose for defensively. So Tottenham got what they deserved with a manager. They didn't want what's his name, Jose. Jose was not good enough, so they got Nuno, who plays even more defensively. And yeah, like Crystal Palace won. And you know what I liked about the most about that game actually was the crowd. They was electric when they scored and everything. It's so loud and just electric and amazing to hear.
Mm-hmm.
So that was fun to hear as well. But yeah, Spurs it up for me. They lost 3-0. They got Chelsea next. They're probably going to get spanked. So
I could see it, especially after this game. Before we continue on to Will's introspective on the game, I just want to say, guys, and I forgot to do this in the beginning. Forgive me. It's been a long day for me already. Make sure you guys go ahead and smash that like button down below. Subscribe if you're brand new to the channel. Leave a comment if you're watching this in the future. If you would like to leave a super chat, that option is available for you guys right in the chat. You'll see to the left of it the money sign. That is a super chat option. If you would like to donate so that we can read your chat or have an opinion. If you want to slander Spurs, I'm all for it. That is available as an option for you guys as well. Make sure you check out the Twitter. Make sure you check out everyone's channels here, Marshall DBDX being mine. Not channels, but their Twitters as well. Will and Real Chris, their handles are up above. And I think I got everything. Oh, yeah. Join our Discord, which I'll give you guys a link to in just 2 seconds. And yeah, that's the plugs for that. And Will, take it away. What do you think about the game, man?
I really enjoyed this game. Even in the first half when there was no goals, Palace dominated the ball. Tottenham were running around like a bunch of Labradors in a park. It was really good performance from Palace. They won every second ball. They were fighting for everything. They were creating good chances. Their combination play was good. Gallagher was unbelievable. Probably man of the match, in my opinion. It was really good. I think it was a penalty. I think Davies shouldn't really have his arm out that much. I think it's stupid when your arm's that far out and it's not in a natural position. It's going to be a penalty. Tottenham didn't have a shot in the first half, so that was quite funny. Their football is disgustingly bad, awful, shocking. I will not be watching any Tottenham games unless it's against a top 6 club.
You know what, Will? I'm glad you brought that up. I'm looking at the stats right now. For the whole game, Tottenham only had 2 shots. And only one of them were on target.
Yeah.
This is Crystal Palace, man.
Yeah.
It's
It's the worst Spurs
So-
performance I've seen in years.
Did I say
I'm-
Palace were gonna get relegated? I don't remember, man.
I
think-
always
I
forget
think
which
the
team
May
I say
did.
gonna get relegated.
They're not
but
going to
now I
now.
feel like I'm in the mud.
You're not in the mud really, but they'll stay up because
We'll see.
they just recruited really well. Like Edouard. Whew,
hmm
I'm glad I put him in my draft.
Yeah.
Yeah. He delivered.
Yeah, guys, let me ask you something. What did you think of the red card situation? Because that's also another fact that we got to point out is that around the 65th minute, Tottenham went down to 10 men. So, what do we think about the red card situation? With me personally, what
As I remember, I'm
happened-
pretty sure it's a red. Because it didn't
mean-
go through his legs with the studs
Okay,
up.
so he gets a yellow first for the whole Zaha thing. Zaha touches his face, which you could argue that is an instant red, right? Putting your hands on a player like that. They end up both getting a yellow, right? But yeah, I feel like Tanganga still a little raw, almost like Malang Sarr, still a little raw, still a little inexperienced. And I think he was just heated and he just went for that tackle, didn't time it well, probably didn't even need to slide tackle, and ends up getting the yellow. What do you guys think about that?
I think Zaha did in the original one. I
Mm.
think Zaha was actually lucky he didn't get anything more than a yellow. To be fair,
Yeah,
'Cause
yeah.
he
Sorry.
went.
they were hugging it out though. Will, they were obviously hugging it out. Did you see how they were together? It's so weird how footballers fight. Let me just point that out. I feel like footballers are like if it was any other sport, I feel like you see hockey, right? Or you see like American football. They like go at it. They like actually physically fight each other. In football, we headbutt each other in the chest. We fucking maybe we'll put our chest out. We're like butt heads and stuff. We'll hug it out. No one will actually fucking like actually clock someone. Like, come on, man. Come on. But continue, guys. I'm sorry. I just had to point that one out.
Yeah. Well,
You know, with that guy though, he had it coming there because he literally did obviously the push, and that was a blatant yellow. Like, as I remember, like he just pushed Zaha over, and then the second one, I think it wasn't long after, was it? And he just like slid into him, like it was reckless. He was
Yeah.
too hot headed, and that was that.
Was it
I don't.
Zaha
Is he
too?
young?
Was it Zaha
I don't
that
know.
got fouled, or was
The first one was definitely Zaha because Zaha started fighting him. But yeah, the second one, I don't think it was actually Zaha, as I remember. But I don't know how old is the guy? Like, is he young? Because that was too hot-headed.
Tanganga is 23.
Tanganga, yeah, he's
So he's
still
kinda
he's
young.
still learning. He's still learning.
He's
I mean,
good
he didn't
though.
get
That
much
was
play
that
time
was
last
too
season
hot-headed.
either.
And he let his team down actually with that because it was 0-0. He let his team down actually, yeah.
That's
Like,
the other
going-
thing too. When you think about it, when you are on a yellow, any experienced player knows don't tackle unless you know you can get it. You know,
Standing
that was
tackles
a
and
questionable.
max.
Yeah,
You
exactly.
don't slide.
It was immediately after that too, which was like
Yeah.
they were already in such a disadvantage to up until that point that I feel like Tanganga just fucked it up for them, and I sucks because now they got rid of Serge Aurier, who would have played in that position had Tanganga not been playing, but now who plays in his place? You know, like
It wasn't even that. It was he was playing centre back because Dyer got injured, and then they played Emerson Royale, their new right back, who they signed from
Mhm.
Barcelona, who was at Betis. That Emerson guy got spun left, right, and centre. He got bullied. Honestly,
I
Almighty Blues,
really
what's going
looked at
on,
the
man?
penalty. Definitely penalty. He has his hand out. Like he stopped it from going across.
Don't you see? I mean, okay, I agree. It's definitely a penalty because even if he had his hand out before the ball's even kicked, he could have like taken it out. He didn't even try to get it out of the way. So I can see how it's a penalty.
Yeah,
I
because
feel
because he's stopping a goal opportunity like that, and like it's his hand, like it is out there. It's not like it's down beside his like arms or anything.
Yeah.
So to me, yeah, definitely a penalty.
Very disappointing.
Tottenham
Yeah,
just
go
a red
ahead.
card penalty. Yeah, it's just like mess ups in Tottenham, but it doesn't help him. And it doesn't help him when they can't really attack. They can't like come out of it like
Mhm.
I don't know, winning 1-0 every time. It's not gonna last. It's just not.
Yeah.
So they had this coming.
It was a very disappointing game for Tottenham considering the form they were going into with this game. They were looking pretty decently under Nuno. They were looking solid in the defense. I mean, their offense was questionable, which we can now see. It's insanely questionable considering you have one of the best strikers in the world. But we'll see how this goes for them. I think their next game is against, let's see. Their next game is against us. Haha!
Do you know what,
Well, Rennes,
Marshall?
and then us.
This week of football is incredible. Tomorrow, we've got United Young Boys, which is before the Chelsea game, so we can watch both. So we can watch Ronaldo play. Then we've got
You
us
can.
versus... Yeah, okay. Sorry, yeah. You've got...
I can't, unfortunately. But yeah.
Sorry. But anyway, yeah, you've got us then playing. Then you've got Barcelona Bayern on the same time. Then Wednesday, you've got Liverpool, AC Milan, Atletico, Porto, etc., etc. Man City.
That's Champions League football for you, man.
And then
Champions League
Thursday, we don't have anything. Friday, there's
say,
Newcastle,
Europa.
Leeds. Saturday, there's a bunch of games. I can't really remember who. Everton, I think,
There's
is playing.
plenty.
Everton are playing the weekend. But Sunday, West Ham, Manchester United, and then Chelsea, Tottenham. I can't wait.
Yeah. Make sure you guys tune in for the next No Filter Rivals because we have a lot to talk about on that next week. And we'll probably be talking about a few of those Champions League games as well. So
especially with the rivals.
Definitely tune in for that next one. We'll try to get some more guests for that one. But all right, moving on to the next game. Just really briefly talking about Wolves. They finally scored. I think Wolves are looking pretty good. My boy Marcel got me 13 points in fantasy, but we moved. But no, that new signing, Huang Li Chan from Leipzig, he ended up scoring when he came on.
Yeah.
But we'll see. Like I think Wolves are going to be pretty decent if they can if Adama Traore can be clinical and if them as a team can figure out how to be more clinical. But then again, it's Watford, so we move. Brentford versus Brighton. I said those two together. Don't mind me. They scrapped a 1-0 win in the last minute. I forgot who it was that scored. Oh, Trossard scored last minute in that game. And all right, be honest. Of any of us here, who watched that dead game of Arsenal versus Norwich?
I saw the goal.
And the goal was offside, wasn't it?
Pardon?
Wasn't the goal?
Obama flop scored.
Shouldn't Aubameyang shouldn't have been given for offside as well?
I didn't look like that, but like it was the most like scrappy, weird goal. Like it bounced off the post again, the post, and it like bounced off his back leg.
This team is so fucking dead. I just looked up the stats of the game. Arsenal had 30 shots.
Oh, really? I'm impressed by them.
Shots. 7 of them on target, but they had 30 shots and only got away with one fucking goal. You're talking about like terrible finishing. Oh my fucking God. 30 shots against Norwich. You could only get 7 on target and you can only get 1 goal out of 30 shots. Clowns.
It was the most jammy goal as well, Marshall. If you see it, they went in the box from the right side, hit the post, hit it. I think they hit the post again, and then it bounces off Aubameyang's leg, and then it goes to someone else. I don't know who, but it went to someone, and he scored like an open goal. Like it's such a weird goal to have. They're lucky it went down like that because if not, it'd be 0-0.
You know what's kind of sad too? I'm looking at the possession stats, 52-48. So it was a pretty even match. It was an even match. Like you would think games like this where like if you want to consider that Arsenal are still a decent team, they can't even like maintain possession or dominate against these relegation teams. I feel like I didn't watch the game, but I feel like it's a possibility that for those of you who did watch the game can probably tell me with genuineness that Arsenal got lucky.
All I'm going to say is Leno plays, Arsenal lose every game. Ramsdale comes in, they win. Ramsdale must be clear. That's what I'm going to say.
Talking about Ramsdale, actually, Arsenal fans are actually hyping him up. They're thinking he's like obviously better than Leno. He's a good keeper. They're like hyping him up. Actually, I've been noticing like his passing ability is supposed to be good.
Listen, Arsenal fans know absolutely jack shit about keepers. Okay, they had one of the best keepers in the world and sent him to Aston Villa.
Oh yeah, Martinez. Yeah,
So they
Chris
know
thinking you were
nothing.
just saying about Czech then for a second. I reckon.
I
They
was thinking
know
about Czech in my
nothing.
head. Yeah,
Chris
That
is a
too.
Czech
I mean,
sexual.
that's that check, right?
they had
But
Czech and ruined him as
they
well.
had like leftover check. You know what I mean? They didn't really
Nah, they
have like
ruined him.
prime check. They probably
Hey,
ruined check.
Czech
more
was
than-
actually-
No, Czech was
Czech
actually
was-
still. In all fairness, Czech was still in his prime when
Czech
he
was
went
No.
there.
good.
Was
Czech
he?
was good
I
there
don't
for
know.
2 seasons.
Yeah, if you know, yeah, he was still good. Like even when he played against us, he was amazing.
And then he retired to be part of the Chelsea.
Yeah,
board.
well, he loves Chelsea.
He doesn't love
He don't
Arsenal.
love
Yeah.
that team. That team won
Yeah,
them
of
FA
course.
Cups only.
Yeah, no, Czech knows better than to just settle for FA Cups and bullshit. But yeah, that team knows that those fans, that team knows nothing about good goalkeeping and anything in general. But look, they finally got a win for the documentary. That's good for them. That's great.
Arsenal fans were complaining that all they could see the Amazon crew walk around the pitch and shit like that. Oh,
Dude,
it's
it took
funny.
them until the 66th minute to score a goal. I just see that right now.
I hope that we never get an Amazon documentary. I hope that we never.
I want
I
us
would
to,
like
so they
it.
can show us in all our glory.
No, because I know
I-
what would happen.
you know why?
Marshall. It would be the one day where I look pretty bad anyway, but I'll look even worse. And if I go to Stamford Bridge and they get me on camera, oh Jesus!
They don't get
Christ.
fans on camera, do
Will,
they?
no one is gonna. We don't even know what you look like, so no one's gonna be like, "Hey, look, it's Will," because no one knows what the fuck Will looks like.
Am I even
Yeah,
real,
exactly.
Marshall?
So what
I
do you give a fuck?
I might be your conscience.
For all
I
I
doubt
know,
that.
you still look like Jorginho.
I do not look like Jorginho.
Anyways, my point about this game, and we'll move on because we didn't watch it. I think there was other games on
I
that
saw
we
the
cared
goal
more
and stuff.
about. I think what happened was that the Manchester United game was on, and also the Man City game was
It's
on,
Yeah.
and none of us cared enough to watch Arsenal over those two. Unless you're an Arsenal fan, and even if you're an Arsenal fan, you were probably contemplating watching the game or not, you know. Like, but I will say this: you pointed out everyone's hyping up fucking Ramsdale and all that shit. Guess what? For the past 3 teams, I believe that Ramsdale has played for, they've gotten relegated. All or nothing,
Yep.
never or die,
Yep.
whatever the fuck that fucking documentary is called.
If Arsenal get relegated, I'd love it.
We get to see that locker room as they get relegated,
I can
and
confirm.
I cannot wait.
I can confirm I'm not ginger.
I
All
thought
right,
you
well,
was.
I don't think he is. I've seen his hair.
I've had enough.
No, he's blonde.
I've
Yeah,
had
I think he's
enough.
blonde. No, he's a
I've had
brunette.
enough,
I don't
Robbie.
know. I don't know anymore. I don't know anymore. But anyways, we move on, right, guys? Because we didn't watch this.
Yeah,
game.
yeah.
Nah, fuck
I
Arsenal
watched a little
anyways.
bit of it. I watched a little bit of it. I'd like watch match a day and stuff. So, but yeah,
All right,
now
so
we can move.
hey-
We can move from Arsenal. They play dead, like you said.
I would love to. All right. And the shitty part is that all these games happen at the same exact time. Like literally like one game Friday, one game Sunday, one game today, every other game Saturday. It's like fuck you, Premier League. Fuck you. But anyways, okay, we'll start off with Man United. Who of us have okay, so Will, I know you saw Man United game. Chris, did you watch the Man
I
United game too?
sadly watched it with Kai.
Oh
Sadly.
yeah. Let's not get into that. We don't want to bait Kai out, but yeah.
Okay,
Guys are
I'll
fake.
hear about it. I'll hear about it backstage.
Stop
I'll hear
it,
about it
Chris.
backstage. Anyways, so the score ended up being 4-1. Man United was at the Old Trafford. The biggest debate before this game was the biggest question was like, is Ronaldo gonna start? Should I captain Ronaldo? Should I bring Ronaldo to my team? Is he gonna
I don't
start?
have him.
Is he gonna start? Is he not gonna start? Is he gonna start? And then Ole Gunnar Solskjaer trying to be all mysterious and shit. Well, yeah, he's been training and well, he'll definitely be a part of the game. Not saying anything at all, being so obviously vague. But so the game, the game as a whole, that first half, Man United, in my opinion, have nothing to be proud about. Actually,
they were
in general, that whole game, Man United looked questionable.
Sus.
Very questionable. I think that the scoreline of 4-1 definitely flatters them.
Yep.
Like, let's get it right. It definitely flatters them. Because after Ronaldo scored before the end of the half, Newcastle score. And it's a tie game for another 20 minutes. Or 10 minutes, actually. And then all of a sudden, it was like the floodgates opened up. And Ronaldo got another. The second goal that Ronaldo got was a lot better than that first one, let me tell you. And then Bruno finally decides, I'm not going to hit the kid in the wheelchair behind the goalkeeper, so I'm going to get into the net. Gets a wonder goal, which I'll give it to him. It was a nice goal. It took him forever to get it. You have to try. And this is what I say Timo needs to do when he plays. Fucking shoot the ball. And 9 times out of 10, one will go. 9 times out of 10, it might not go in, but one will eventually. And then Jesse Lingard in stoppage time, proving he's still relevant, comes in and scores. And he's playing for Man United now. Like, he's actually getting minutes, which is blowing my mind. Going from cold to now relevant. But guys, let me know what you think. Will, start with you.
What I'm going to say, goals in the Premier League this season, Christian Pulisic 1, Jadon Sancho 0. I rest my case. You know, United was shocking in that first half. They got a lucky goal from a goalkeeper error.
Mm-hmm.
Then
was it a goalkeeper error? I mean, he just didn't close his leg. No, it was the cross, right? Yeah.
The second one was Ronaldo again, wasn't it? Yeah, of course it was. Then it's a bit unlucky, I guess, for the keeper.
Mm-hmm.
Then there's the Bruno one, which is a fluke. It's a great goal, but it's a fluke in a game. You don't expect that to happen 9 times out of 10.
Well, you could see he was trying to do that shot over the course of the game multiple times.
I mean,
he was going to get it eventually.
Game of football, you're not likely to have a long shot scored for you. Do you get what I mean? United looks
unless you're Kevin De Bruyne.
I don't think Varane or Maguire were good, really. I thought they got done a few times.
Yeah, defensively they were shocking, man. Like the fact that defense was so wide open, and Newcastle were just cutting through them like a hot knife through butter constantly. If they had better finishing or just better possession in the box, they would have gotten some results. Actually, let me look up the stats while Real Chris tells us his opinion.
Oh, about Tappy Ronaldo, yeah? Okay.
About the game in general, whatever you want to talk about.
Ronaldo, he got 2 goals. He got easy goal, and then the keeper couldn't keep his legs closed. He got that goal. Ronaldo gets goals, doesn't he? Like, that's just Ronaldo, end of the day.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I thought Varane was a bit shaky at moments. There was shaky moments from Varane. He did have shaky moments, but not much came off it, except for, I think, one moment of Saint Maxime, unless that's someone else. That was great play by Maxime, actually. To who did he pass it to, actually? I forgot.
Oh, Joelinton.
Yeah, from that goal.
He wasn't the one that scored though. Joelinton wasn't.
Sorry, I didn't have a chance earlier in the game. Manquillo scored.
It was Manquillo.
Yeah. So that was good of Maxime as well. Like I'm trying to think about the game actually, because all I heard in that game was Kai saying "Sue" like every time. I'm trying to think about.
I love Ronaldo. I think he's the GOAT. But at the end of the day,
he's a United player now. Fuck him.
He is a United player right now.
He's not the GOAT until he leaves United.
Honestly, this could be a debate for another time. But you know what? Honestly, I think if he leaves United with a good amount of goal scorers, I think he beats Messi. I don't care. I don't care. Messi went to play for PSG and a bunch of other low life teams. At least here it's competitive, and he can do that in a competitive league. I don't care.
There was one thing what I noticed in that game actually. A lot of times it's just going through Ronaldo. Like Ronaldo is like the obviously Ronaldo.
Yeah,
like he's the main guy. Like everything was just going through him, and they just wanted to pass him to get him a goal. I could tell that was their plan, just get Ronaldo a goal. Like it's like a good. I don't know if PR. Like I can't really use that word for that.
Well, that's what Portugal does too. It's like Ronaldo's great and all, but it's almost like a crutch at the same time, because like the players sometimes don't force themselves to be creative and don't force themselves to create opportunities. They kind of just want to let go of the ball and just give it to Ronaldo. He's the best player in the world. Just give it to him. Like it almost hinders the rest of the team, because the rest of the team are just so dependent on this one player to just do it all, and they just funnel all their creativity through him. We'll see. We'll see. I think St. Maximum just destroyed that defense. And
He did. He had fun.
He had a blast playing against United. Obviously, without Callum Wilson, it's very hard for Newcastle to score goals. I was even surprised they even scored one goal to begin with. But yeah, that it's hard to defend against Ronaldo, and it's hard to defend. Just
I thought Luke Shaw actually had a really
like
good game. Actually, I thought
Luke
he
Shaw
had
had
a
a
really good
decent
game.
game,
Yeah, it's typical
but-
Shaw. Actually, he's in good form.
I feel like once that second goal went in for United, Newcastle just capitulated. Like they just collapsed, imploded, and they couldn't keep up their defense anymore. And yeah, the last 20 minutes of that game, Man United were good, but for the remainder of the 70 minutes, they were absolutely ass.
You know, one thing United do actually need to sort. They're not keeping clean sheets. Their team, and they're supposed to have a good defense, like Varane, Maguire, Luke Shaw, Wan-Bissaka.
They're not keeping clean sheets.
They keep conceding goals every game. Except for one game against Wolves, they kept a clean sheet. Luckily, they kept a clean sheet. Luckily against them.
That was another thing. Wan-Bissaka was awful, absolutely shocking.
He had a moment though. I think he had a moment. I don't remember. That whole defense in general were bad. Maybe Shaw was good. But
Shaw was the only good one,
not just Wan-Bissaka. Like Shaw was probably the only good one, but that's because Shaw had an assist. He had some attack output, you know. But other than that, that whole defense, Maguire, Varane, like Varane making a stupid mistake for that goal too, right? Like, no, he didn't make a mistake, but he attempted a tackle when he was the last man. And the tackle did not pay off.
Yeah, he's kind of rash.
And that's what happened. That's what led to the goal. And I've been saying this for a while. Like, people don't like to pay attention to the stats, but the stats are that Varane without Sergio Ramos is a lot worse than Varane with Sergio Ramos. Sergio Ramos really, really helped Varane out a lot in that Real Madrid team.
I understand.
I'm not saying that Varane is not a good defender, but I feel that it is safe to say I strongly believe he is on a decline. But I mean, anyone else have any last words about this game?
I wouldn't say.
I hope you're right. I'm hoping you're right.
I wouldn't say he's on a decline. I just don't think he's in the last couple of years been as good as he was up until he won the World Cup.
That's a decline, man.
Maybe he was such a high peak and he slowed down a little bit, yeah.
In 2018, he was world class. He was a world class centre back. Even for France, when he won the World Cup, he was a world class centre back.
Yeah.
But
so in London, that's what I mean, though. You guys are both saying it, and I said it before. I think he's a good defender.
He's just that level below world class.
I feel like since the World Cup, he's just kind of slowly but surely phasing out. You know, we're gonna see. I think he's gonna get exposed in the Premier League. I really do think that, and we're already kind of seeing it. They're not keeping clean sheets. They have Maguire and Varane. They have a good defense on paper. They have a good defense, but they're not keeping clean sheets. And what does that tell you?
I think
Varane's part of that defense too.
But I don't think he's world class.
Yeah. No,
not like Thiago Silva. You know, he came to our defense.
I think I agree with that statement, but I'm not sure. Yeah, but all right, guys.
It depends what your definition is. Yeah.
Aside from me, did any of you guys watch the Man City Leicester game?
I saw highlights of it on Match of Day.
Okay, so let me just go over it real quick. It was a nice. It was a solid goal from Bernardo Silva around the 62nd minute. But before that goal, they were pretty back and forth from what I saw. Although, you know, it's damn, Man City had 25 shots.
They did
on target.
Yeah.
So Man City was clearly much more attacking than Leicester. I think Leicester was trying to play the same strategy that they had last season when they beat them in the first half, which was get them on the counterattack. It didn't really work out this time. I feel like Ruben Diaz had Jimmy Vardy's number this time. But there were some opportunities that Leicester had that they could have they could have gotten something out of. But overall, the game went Man City's way. It was a nice game. Towards the end, Leicester City looked like they were going to come back. Iheanacho came on, and he had some near very, very close moments where he passed the ball off, and if the person receiving the ball was just in the right position, had a very clear-cut chance to equalize the game. So Iheanacho looked really good coming off the bench. I don't know. Jamie Vardy, for me, disappeared that whole entire game. He had one moment where he could have scored, and then just nothing really.
That was
came
very
of it.
unlucky off it, like to be offside though.
Yeah, he exactly. He was offside. Yeah, I remember now. He was offside, but just a hair. And yeah, I mean, it was a good
run off him.
Leicester have been kind of up and down so far, I believe. Right? If we look at their games, I'm looking right here.
I don't even know where they're in the table actually. That's kind of bad.
They're probably around the middle, but let's see.
Yeah.
They just lost to Man City, but they beat Norwich. They lost to West Ham. They beat Wolves. And
so I got 6 points.
Yeah, I mean they're they're
too bad than Arsenal.
Being relevant. Yeah, it's better than Arsenal. It's not hard to say that, but
with that game
guys,
though,
what did you think? Go ahead.
I was gonna say with that game, I actually thought Leicester was actually the better. Well, I only watched the highlights of match today, but when I looked at it, like Leicester were the ones actually doing the better attacks. Like City didn't really do that much, like attacking wise. They had shots. They
had the better attacks.
They stat pad. I thought they just stat padded shots. If anything, that's what they did, and whole possession of the ball and all that. And to me, Leicester actually defended pretty well. Schmeichel had a good save in that game. I did see. They was defensively solid. It's just like City got like out of those 25 shots, one's going at least surely. So. Like I just thought Leicester a bit unlucky like that, but they did have the better attacks on the counter. Like I think who's the one guy? He went on the counter on the left side, I think.
For what team?
Leicester. I forgot his name.
Brighton?
I think he's left striker.
Iheanacho.
I think it's Iheanacho. Yeah, I think he went onto the left and just like had a shot at Edison. Edison did a good save to come out at to me, Leicester just unlucky. City looked pretty average, but then again, most big teams when they come from international look pretty average. But as long as they get the result, it's all good. And
they weren't really able to crack down on Leicester City. Like they had their moments and all, but Schmeichel in between the posts is just too good, man. And they just I don't know they didn't. I didn't rip them apart. Leicester did hold their composure. They did hold them to only one goal. So that does say something about Leicester, considering it's Man City, and you see the fucking lineup that Man City puts out. It's like, it's a lot. It's a lot. Will, what do you think of the game?
I thought, I agree with pretty much everything that was said. Leicester got a bit unlucky. Normally Vardy scores against them. Obviously he scored, was it the goal that was offside or disallowed?
Yeah.
I love how after the goal he runs straight to the lineman, right? The corner to celebrate, and as he's celebrating, he's like, "No, it wasn't offside. It wasn't offside." Yeah, I know better than you.
Because but in all fairness, in Vardy's
it was close. It was close.
In person, he probably looks onside. Like I do understand that, because like if you ever play football and like if you ever attack like. And you're like pretty much online. You think you're just online, your vision, but like linesmen, they actually look for like tiniest parts ever, and they see it, and they think, you're offside. So like when you're running in a game and stuff, and you're like pretty much onside, like 98%, you think you're onside. So I do understand why Vardy said that. Yeah,
it was very close, to be fair to him, but. That was that game. We're gonna move on to. I mean, is there really much to talk about between Southampton and West Ham? I don't know if any of us even watched that. Antonio got sent off. It was 0-0, and Antonio got sent off in the stoppage time.
All I saw is that Brozier hit the post. That's it. Shit.
Yeah, I didn't really see anything.
I heard Living Mental had a good game, but that's about it.
Yeah, it's a little unfortunate for West Ham, considering their attack looks so good. coming into this game, and then they just couldn't score against the Southampton. Let's be honest, they've been weak. They're a shadow of what they were last season, and even that last season wasn't that great. But I don't know what. Did you guys see what happened to Mikel Antonio? Why did he get sent off?
Nope.
And it says here it's a direct red too, so something must have happened. Some shithousery, I'm sure. Maybe he decided to bring in his cardboard cutout into the game and play with 12 men, and that was it for him. He got the cut. But anyways, all right, we move on to the second and last game we're going to be talking about. Before we do that, guys, if you just showed up, make sure you smash that like button, share the stream if you would like, leave a comment if you're watching in the future, and subscribe if you're brand new. Join our Discord, which I'll post in the chat once again, where we do hang out. Sometimes we do the watch-alongs with each other for the games, for the Chelsea games and all that jazz, and other games as well, not just the Chelsea games. And yeah, make sure you check out all our socials or websites. So you can check out my YouTube and my Twitter, my YouTube and my Twitch channel with this Marshall DBDX, and you can check these boys out at on Twitter. Jesus Christ, I'm getting my Twitter and my Twitch is confused. You can check these guys out on Twitter with their handles up above. But all right, if you want the full recap of the Chelsea Aston Villa game, check out our video from yesterday where we recapped it more thoroughly than we're going to read here. But we're just going to touch upon a few things in this game, and then we're going to move on to the Liverpool game. But yeah, Chelsea 3, Aston Villa 0. Highlights of the game. Romelu Lukaku got his brace, which is fantastic considering it was his first home game since he's come back. Saul looking not so good, very, very shaky start, actually very poor start to his Stamford Bridge career. But that's a given. I mean, it's forgiven, I believe, by most of us, not the reactionary fans, considering it's his first time ever in the Premier League. And Kovacic Dino, man, Jesus Christ, this man came out of nowhere. And to be fair to Kovacic, he's had performances like this last season, but the only reason we don't praise him and talk about him is because we don't have a clinical striker to finish off the opportunities he made, at least from my observations. But yeah, game was fantastic. The second half. First half, again, because of the Saul in Kova midfield, mostly Saul, there wasn't much attack, much good connectivity between the defense and the offense. So the attack wasn't that great. Defense was constantly under pressure. Thiago Silva, just a diamond in the rough. Let's get it right. And so is Mendy. Mendy too. Both of those guys were phenomenal that first half. Mendy especially. The saves he made. It was nothing crazy. It was nothing like a world-class save, but the fact that he was there every time that ball struck the goal or was in between the posts, phenomenal from him. So I think most of our team had a very good performance. Captain Alonso led the side. But guys, what do you think? We'll start with Will.
Yeah, wasn't the best performances, but we took key chances, and yeah, it looked a little bit like a champion's performance. Not playing the best, but still getting the result. So yeah, I was happy with it. That's all I can ask for, really.
Real Chris?
Yeah, okay. I do want to say something about the game. Like, not about. We talked about it yesterday, of course. Yeah, we talked about what happened, this and that, other. But I see Chelsea fans complaining. Like, I understand. Like, yeah, there was issues yesterday. Saul was asleep for most of the game. But like this thing happens with like Chelsea, like any big team. After international break, we slow down. But if you get the result and the goals and everything, and even keep a clean sheet, that's not much more to ask, really, to be honest. Because even Tuchel said it. Like, it happens after international break. You start slower. You start a bit like sluggish, more like you're average. But if you get the result, you get the goals, you get the win, you get the 3 points, you move on to the next game, you can't really complain. I've been seeing that a bit, but if you look at City, they look bang average. Chelsea didn't look that good, but they got won 3-0. United didn't look that great, but won 4-1 at least. Arsenal won 1-0. Tottenham lost 3-0, so we could have lost, and that'd have been a lot worse and would be a meltdown. Well, so, yeah, like we haven't talked about Liverpool yet, but Liverpool did look a bit off as well, like in moments. So it does things like it does happen, in my opinion, like it always does, and I will never complain about a game after international break and win 3-0. I will never complain. I can't, even though there are issues in that game, of course. But yeah, like that's my piece note, because I didn't really say much about this yesterday, like what happened. I just want to say be happy with 3-0 win.
You sound a little angry right there.
Yeah.
Towards the end there. Be happy.
I just wanted to say that because I didn't really say it yesterday, so I wanted to say that here.
Good old
it's
Christopher.
like it's like this is so typical of the Chelsea fan base to just overreact to just about everything.
Hassan, you can't comment shit like that. You can't comment.
What did you
shit
say?
like that.
Yeah, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Don't read it. But the thing is, like, with the Chelsea fan base, it's like, what did you expect? Like, it's almost like there's this side of the Chelsea fan base that's so delusional that they really expect every single thing to be perfect, and they really expect certain players to play every single game. I won't go into detail, but the thing is, like, what did you expect from Saul? The man has never played Premier League ball in his life. The man has never played anything outside of La Liga in his life. The only experience he has, and that too, and he hasn't even played a midfield role in a while either, right? Like I think he's been being put in as a left wing back recently with Diego Simeone and all that. So like this man hasn't played anything but La Liga his whole life, and the only experience he has with English teams is in the Champions League. What did you expect? Like, I knew he was going to have a shaky start. I think Tuchel was being a little optimistic putting him in, and when I saw him on the lineup, I was like, okay, well, if Tuchel put him in, it's because he saw something in training and he thinks he's ready.
Yeah. The reason is because of training, like you said, because he looked good in training.
I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I was expecting Jorginho to start it again. Like I was expecting Jorginho to start again, or if Jorginho wasn't gonna start, Ruben Loftus-Cheek was gonna make his appearance as a DM. But I don't know. At the end, we're lucky it didn't cost us, because it could have easily cost us if we didn't have Mendy back there, if we didn't have Thiago Silva back there. Any other defense, that would have cost us. If that was us last year under Lampard, that would have cost us. That it would have cost us.
Yeah. What was I going to say? I was literally going to say something. I just lost the train of thought. I completely forgot.
Into your brain now.
I was going to say something like to like what you were saying. Yeah. I just completely lost it.
You know what? One more thing too, and I have to look. Most of you guys who come to this channel often and know my agendas, you guys know I have a Marcus Alonso agenda, but I can't sit here. I can't sit here and slander Marcus Alonso's performance that game. I thought he was good. Maybe not an 8, maybe a 7, but I thought he was good. And I don't know what you guys are talking about. All this Marco was trash. Marcus Alonso was trash.
He was trash.
When you compare it to the other wing, and I'm not trying to like belittle Callum, right? When you compare it to the other wing, he was solid.
Nah, bang average. Get him out. Ship him to.
Chris, shut up.
And this is one of the few times. Will, you could attest to me. This is one of the few times I actually praise Marcus Alonso.
Yeah, I mean, all I'm going to say is Alonso's done more for this club than a lot of players at Chelsea.
He's been here for a while.
He's been here for a while somehow, yeah.
Man was like a kid with a new toy with that captain's armband, though. He should have given it to Jorginho.
He didn't want to.
Came into the pitch.
He wanted to run with it.
I think that's the fastest we saw Marcus Alonso run, because Jorginho would try to get the captain's armband. He would just run.
All you have to do is stretch his arm up high. He's taller than most players anyway. But I was going to say, you know the Sol thing. Like, Tuchel picked him because of training. He looked good in training, but like, obviously, training like matches, training like the what's it called, the press and everything. Like when you're running around, like the intensity, it's different in training to a match. Like a match is gonna be completely different. Like you ain't got the time to think sometimes in a match. And so, like every time he had that ball, he didn't know where to pass to. I thought as well. Like it was insane how many times he lost it. He could have cost us 2 goals. So well, against us, not for us. So yeah, he was lucky. He was lucky he had Kovacic. He was lucky he had Mendy. He's lucky he had Thiago Silva in that game, because if he didn't, you know what, Chelsea fans might have had their pitchforks out and fire and like get him out of the club.
It's very possible. Yeah, it's very possible. But
that would have happened.
Guys, let's and I know, and again, typical reactionary fan base, but we move and we go on to the last game of the show. Liverpool versus Leeds at at Leeds and Ellen James Park. There we go. Now it just came to me. Ellen Road. Damn it, I was close. Thank you, Will. But basically Leeds didn't capitulate as hard as they normally do. So that's a plus for them. But you know what? Leeds have been a little weird this season so far. I'm not gonna lie. I'm so used to Leeds being so much more attacking than what I've seen so far. I feel like something is going on in that attack, that they're not as creative and as full force attack as they were last season. And it's not paying off for them. I don't think they've been having the best start to their season so far. Have they won a single game? I don't even know.
No, I don't think they have.
They haven't. They lost to Man United 5-1. Leeds United, Everton, I'm sorry, 2-2. That's the EFL game.
Leeds.
Burnley 1-1.
Yeah, they drawn 2 games.
Now they just lost to Liverpool, so it's not looking that good for them. But to recap the game, Mo Salah scores in the 20th minute. An assist for Trent Alexander-Arnold, I believe. It was like a cross, and then Mo Salah just taps it in, I believe. I don't remember too well. I literally tuned into the game right after that happened. Then Fabinho scores a goal in the 50th minute. When Fabinho is scoring, you know it's a problem. But I believe that was like another corner, I believe. You guys can correct me if I'm wrong. And Sadio Mane finally gets on the book. Sadio Mane finally gets on the scoreboard with another goal in stoppage time. But Leeds was not that impressive this game. They were a shadow of what they looked like when they opened the Prem last season against Liverpool. And that game was a great start to the Premier League, let me tell you. And that was with Van Dijk and all the men. But guys, obviously the big talking point here is the sending off. That, in my opinion, I think that was reactionary of the ref. But then again, it's like it's hard not to give it, considering what happened as a result. But I don't know. Hopefully Harvey Elliott gets better soon, and actually has a full recovery. But yeah. I mean, for that game overall, I don't know. I feel like maybe it could have been a yellow, but then again, I can understand why it's a red. Shame it happened. Mo Salah and Trent. I'll give it to Trent. Trent actually did look good this game, playing as a midfielder. But yeah, it was a good game on both their halves. But guys, what do you think of the game?
With the red card, to me, I'm gonna make this my last piece, and I gotta go.
Okay,
but
go for it.
yeah. So I figured out where Liverpool spent all their money in the transfer. The referees, the VAR, and everything. To me, they got 2 lucky red cards. One against Chelsea, one against Leeds. To me, it was never a red card because when you look at the player, he was not looking at Elliott, who got injured, right? As I remember, It was Elliott, right? Yeah. He was not looking at him. He was looking at the ball, and he got the ball 100%. It wasn't even a foul. Not a red card, 100%, because he didn't even touch him. It's just unfortunate what happened to Elliot. I'm glad he's he's not okay. He's broke his ankle or leg or something, but hopefully a speedy recovery. It's hoping the best for him, but like it's just
I'm
not a
glad
red
it was
card.
just his ankle.
I feel like the game's getting a
Not
bit
his
too
leg.
soft.
Yeah.
You sound like Graham Souness, Chris.
Oh, shut up. Where's Paul Pogba, huh?
Paul Pogba should have come up with the right VAR decision.
Yeah. I actually thought, Liverpool were very wasteful in that game. They had a lot of chances. Mane was bang average again. Like Mane is, I don't know what's happened to Mane. I know he scored, but how many chances does he need? And
He
He had an
and
opportunity. He had a chance where he
it's
could
not
have
even just
scored
that,
though. Mane
again,
had
and he just skied it.
Mane had the highest XG of any player this week at 2.02 goals. So he should have done a lot better.
Yeah, it's not even that. It's just decision making sometimes is off as well. Like he's not the same man he's used to. And I actually like Mane. Like he's a good footballer and everything. And he's just fallen.
Mane used
He's
to be
Werner.
a cold-blooded killer in front of goal.
It's weird.
Man.
Yeah, he's turned worse than Werner. He's actually
He's
been
the
worse last
Senegalese
season.
Werner, bro. Senegalese Werner, man. I'm telling you.
Like Werner is his first season in Premier League. Sané there for years and he did worse than Timo. But Mane's just fallen off the wagon and Salah's carrying that attack really with Jota maybe. Jota's doing well, so gotta give it to Jota too. Liverpool got a 3-0 win against a 10-man Leeds. They didn't really do too much when they got the red card. Actually, I think they got one goal after the red card. I think. Max,
I feel like Liverpool have been underwhelming this season, man.
They've took their foot off the gas.
Really
That's it.
me.
Maybe. But yeah, Liverpool got another win to push for the title race with Chelsea and City and Man United. It's gonna be like that, I think, this season. They just got 3 points, and I think I just make out of that and just head out.
All right.
It's good talking to you guys. I catch you later.
Always a pleasure. Thanks for coming on today. All right, Will, what did you think of the Liverpool game?
I thought Trent was really good. I'd say he was one of the best players on the pitch. Salah got his goal. He's now part of the Premier League 100 club. I thought Van Dijk made a couple of dodgy clearances, to be fair, which I think Matip covered.
You know what? You might not like me saying this, but from what I saw of the game, Bamford was giving Van Dijk and Matip a difficult time back there.
He was, but he didn't do anything with it.
Didn't do anything with it, obviously. Didn't do anything with it because at the end of the day, I think Leeds only had, 9 shots. 9 shots, 4 on target. Over Liverpool's 30 shots, 9 on target. They say, no, 9 shots, 4 on target. Liverpool had 30 shots, 9 on target. And the possession was almost 50-50, going more towards Liverpool. But, I mean, that's the thing, though. I don't know. I even for me, Van Dijk, and defensively and offensively. Defensively, I don't think he's been as solid as we've seen him in the past. And obviously, he's recovering from an ACL injury. Maybe give him some time and he'll be at his peak again. But offensively, too, he missed an open header. He had an open header. He was wide open. No one was on him, and he went above the crossbar, missed it. So I don't know. I think that to me, I don't know about you, Will, but to me, Liverpool this season have been very, very, very under.
Can we should we ever talk about maybe Liverpool's future? Because this for me is their last season they can possibly challenge for a title, because they're not going to invest much next year. I can't imagine them doing that. Chelsea are going to buy, if Callum, Pulisic and Ziyech don't play well, they're going to buy another attacker. Or even if Werner doesn't play well, they'll buy another attacker. Whoever gets replaced there. We'll probably buy another midfielder, unless that might be Saul on a permanent, might be someone else. You know, we're looking at a centre-back. De Ligt's been linked, Bastoni, Koundé, all heavily linked with us. You know, City are going to definitely spend on a striker next summer. I don't know. Someone will break out before next summer. You know, it happens every year. Some new striker, youngster breaks out, and he'll be on their list. Do you get what I mean? United as well will spend more than them. They're fucked if they don't if they don't reinvest next summer. They are fucked.
They need a midfield for sure. They need to improve on that midfield. I don't feel like they ever replaced Wijnaldum.
Hey,
And
yeah, I think
Wijnaldum was a
that's
big part of that team.
good idea. If Saul doesn't play well, yeah, go to Liverpool. You need a midfielder. Give us Salah. Give us
Oh
Salah.
yeah, I'll take Salah. I'll take Salah hands down.
I'm joking.
Salah would be such an improvement.
Saul's gonna ball out, and we'll buy and watch.
Salah would be such an improvement on our offense. We could use someone like Salah for sure.
Although I think we might have that in Lukaku, like clutch moments now.
No, but like a solid attacking forward, not a striker.
I guess.
You know what I mean? Like, I mean, consider maybe if we played a formation that requires wingers, then yeah, I would say let's get.
I want
Salah,
Rafinha to get out of Leeds.
Well, yeah, Rafinha too, but
he's good.
I need to slow down on Leeds because this game for me it was disappointing of Leeds.
They'll bounce back though. They won't go down.
Yeah, they do need. I don't think they'll go down, but they do need to bring back that creativity, the creative tiki-taka football they had last season, because whatever they're doing this season so far, it has not been impressive. They have not created nearly as many chances as they normally do as a team. Normally, I remember last season, you would see whenever they would get the ball, their counterattacks would be 5 men deep. I didn't see that. I didn't see that in this game. I didn't see it in the previous game. Like they're just something in the water at Leeds. It's just not right. So I don't know. We'll see what happens with Leeds, but Liverpool still up, still getting the win. They have some good fixtures coming up as well. For next week, we were talking about it already. We have Champions League this week, and then after Champions League, we have Premier League again, and some of these fixtures, some of the stand-up fixtures that I'm looking at, Leicester City Brighton might be a good game. I'll say that right now because Brighton, they haven't looked like a bad team at all. They could possibly creep into top 10, maybe top 8 if they play their cards right. You know, they just got that Cucurella character that you mentioned. Mopé is looking like he might have a turnaround season. Basuma looking top notch, and then they still have players like Lamptey to come back, and who else? I don't know who else, but Trossard's been looking good for them as well. And then Leicester City, they need a result. They need to keep banging out results, and they need consistency.
Brighton
West Ham
without Ben White. It's kind of funny.
Say less. West Ham and Man United looking like a very fantastic game. Antonio's not going to be there, so I don't see West Ham winning this game. I really don't. But we'll see what happens. We will see what happens. And then Spurs, Chelsea, the rivalry. You already know it's going to be a good game.
We're going to fuck
and you already know we're going to whip them. I hope we fucking whip them. I hope we whip them. Reece James is going to be back. We're probably going to see Mount back as well after getting some time to recover. Hopefully we see Chilwell, but we'll see what happens. And then after that, Man City. Oh my God. Anyways, we move. We won't get ahead of ourselves. For this latter half of the stream, me and Will are just going to go over the next Chelsea game, which is Tuesday against Zenit. Now, Will, I don't know if you've given this much thought, but I feel like, you know what? Do you want to just make a squad predictor?
I was literally about to ask you the same thing.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Let's go ahead and make a squad predictor. But overall, you feel like we should be able to win this with probably like a B team, right?
Yeah, we should, but they are quite a physical team, so I wouldn't take them for granted if you get what I mean.
Yeah, Zenit isn't all right. I don't want to disrespect. I don't want to disrespect the other team. What's that other Swedish team?
Malmo.
I don't want to disrespect Malmo, but Zenit aren't pushovers. Malmo, however, they probably are pushovers.
Hey, we dropped points to Malmo in 2014-15. We drew 1-1 with them away.
We were a different team back then. Now,
We were-
now we're
we
champions
were-
of Europe.
Hey. We won the league that season as well.
With Antonio Conte. We were a different team back
No,
then.
that was Jose. That was Jose.
Wait, I thought we. Oh, yeah, you're right. You're right. Where the hell is this FIFA Ultimate Team Builder? I'll pull it up in a second.
Then again,
guys,
we did beat Malmo 6-0 at Stamford Bridge. So
Yeah, I don't think we shouldn't struggle against Malmo. If we do, then
God help us.
God help us. Something was in the water that day. In squad builder. Here we go. Sorry about that, guys. Thought about it last minute. Was this the right website? Yes, it is. Okay, cool. So let me pull this up in just a minute. Aha, there we go. And then, holy crap. Holy ads. Okay.
What I'm gonna say is,
yeah, go ahead. Say it.
Looking at this group, Juventus.
We should finish top.
Do you know what? I'm U-turning. Okay, I'm U-turning. Chiesa. We're probably gonna go for him next year. So I'm just gonna start not being biased against him. He's a very good player. Okay, he's raw, a bit overrated by some people, but he's a good player. All right, he's a good player. He'll probably fuck us up now. I've said that. I'll be nice, and he scores against us. Oh God. But yeah,
he won't score against us. That Juventus team is a shadow of what they were last season.
Toothless. Right. Oh, Marshall, I've got to ask you. Talking of other attacking options, Ansu Fati's on a free next year. Would you like him?
Yeah. Let's make some
free.
space. Let's make some space. We can get rid of Pulisic. We can send Show out on a loan.
You son of a bitch.
And depending on how Ziyech performs, we can even get Ziyech out and then bring those guys in.
What, all three?
Yeah.
Fucking hell, Marshall. You're playing some career mode.
Listen, I love me some Ziyech, but if he doesn't perform, let's be honest, I don't think he should be in the club.
Speaking of career mode,
I think Werner has much more value to the club than Ziyech does at the moment.
To be fair, speaking of fucking career mode, did you see our player ratings on FIFA that have been announced?
No, I have not. I'll check them out later. But can you put my thing up on the screen so we can get this premiere going?
Sorry,
so
I forgot. I'm the only one that has
this.
now.
This is the preview that we're gonna set up for what we believe is gonna be the starting lineup of the Chelsea Zenit game. We'll start with goal.
Kepa.
You really think Kepa's going to play this one?
Just because
he's going to get his opportunity?
He put on Twitter, "See you guys tomorrow," winky face time emoji.
Did he really say that?
Yeah.
All right, fine. I was going to say I think Kepa might get a shout for this game. I know you guys don't like it, but Kepa hasn't been that terrible. I mean, he did win us. Thanks to him, we won the Super Cup, so you can appreciate that at least.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like he deserves a chance to prove himself, that he's gotten better on the Tuchel.
Yeah, that's fair.
One can only hope. All right. Center back.
Central centre back we're going for.
Yeah, center back.
Christensen, because Silva plays the weekend.
Yeah, I was going to say Christensen's probably going to get a shout. Oh, I just had him right there. Danish Maldini. Sammy's favorite player. I think he is. I'm pretty sure he is. If it's not him, if it's not Danish Maldini, then it's fucking Timo Werner. Don't tell him I said that. All right. Right of the center back, I think Chalobah.
I'm going to go with Aspi.
C1 London doesn't help because he put both options. Aspi and Chalobah.
You know what? I agree with him, but put Aspi on the right and Chalobah on the left.
You think we're going to play Aspi for this game on the right wing back? I feel like...
No, right centre back. Right centre back Aspi, left centre back Chalobah.
See?
Yeah, that could work.
I mean, I haven't seen that. I could see it working, but I don't know. I feel like Rudiger's just going to play again. I don't
Okay,
know what it is. Well, I don't know what it is about Rudiger. He apparently he doesn't get any time to rest ever.
I'd say
He's
Rudiger.
not allowed
and
to
Aspi.
rest.
Then I'd say Rudiger Aspi.
All right. Well, at least we both agree with Rudiger are still here. So I'll say that Rudiger. Chat. Let us know who you think is going to be right at center back.
Doesn't help.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying, man. Aspie or Chalaba? Who do we think is going to be right at center back?
First one to comment
chat.
wins.
And if you comment Aspie and Chalaba, you're done. You're done.
Marshall, you put Rudiger in midfield by accident.
Oh shit! It's so close to the center back that I thought it was center back.
Yeah.
Rudiger midfield. He probably could play that role, by the way. I could see Antonio Rudiger playing as a DM. Bam long shots and make runs. He'll try to beat Kova.
All right. Well, no one's commented, so should we just do rock paper scissors?
How are we gonna do rock? I can't even. No. It's gonna be. Oh, fine. Aspie. I'll just go Aspie. How are we gonna do rock paper scissors over the fucking this thing when we can't even see each other, or you can't? I can't see you. Anyways, all right. Right wing back.
Reece James.
Again, I'll be honest with you. I think Callum Hudson-Odoi.
I'm fine with Callum. Put Callum in if you want.
I think Callum gets in again. But you said Reece James, and C1 London said the best right back of all time. Put him, fam. I am gonna assume he's not talking about Callum. I'm assuming he's talking about Reece. So I think we get James in for that one. But I do feel like Callum might get a second opportunity if he's lucky. I guess Champions League Reece, right? This one's Champions League Reece, or is this one? This is.
That's his
all right, well, that doesn't
star
matter.
card. Yeah.
I'll just put Champions League Reece. I think that's Champions League.
That's not Champions League Reece. That's Future Star Reece.
Is it Future Star Reece? It's center defensive. Okay, hold on.
Both of them are Future Stars. They're just different cards. If you get one.
Yeah. I understand now. I'll choose the right position. Yeah, there we go. Right back.
Hey,
I think Joe will come in the game. Okay. Oh, you think Joe will come on in the game? He probably will. I feel like this is a game that Joe will have an opportunity. Okay. Will, left wing back.
Ben Chilwell. I think Tuchel.
I think it's time for Ben Chilwell. I really think it's time for Ben Chilwell.
Tuchel just
Marcos
said
Alonso's been playing so many games. What's up?
Tuchel said he's just not played because there's no match sharpness.
Yeah, I mean that's what I said yesterday. I feel like Chilwell just isn't match shape. He hasn't played since Champions League, so it's really hard to make a case for him when he hasn't played in Champions League.
I
Oh
agree
God!
I agree with C1 London's next.
Oh God! Do you think Saul's gonna play? You think Tuchel's gonna put him under the fire again like that?
Yeah, it's against Zenit. It's a slower pace. He's next to George, Uncle Georgie. Everyone's favorite Italian uncle.
I'm not gonna lie, guys. I really think Ruben's gonna play this game.
I don't think so. I can't lie, Marshall. I really don't think Ruben's gonna play.
All right. You know what? Hold on. He'll play for the FA Cup, or not the FA Cup game. He'll play the other
right
game.
now. So Wolves' chemistry is red, so he has red links around. That was what he was playing on. He was playing on 3 chemistry.
That's what I'm saying, bro. He was playing with no chemistry in that team. Poor chemistry.
Oh, bless him.
All right. You know what? I can see Saul playing. I'll give it that. Saul will play. I mean, C1 London's saying Jorginho. Ruben ain't playing unless we qualify the group within 4 games. Maybe. C1 London, you know what? I do see that. It's possible. I'm just being hopeful, okay? I do want to see Ruben play. I want him to get his chance. But, all right. Will, Jorginho.
Yeah, the man that I've shamelessly put on my college wall. Spreading the propaganda. Lovely picture of Jorginho hugging Thomas Tuchel.
He'd love to see it.
Yeah.
All right, we'll see. I feel like, I don't know. We'll see. It is a neat. It's not Malmo, so you do have to take him seriously. All right. I'm going to pick the most obvious one. Left attacker. Left forward.
Timo.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
Oh, I guess. Okay. Yeah. All right. You know what? I'll give that to you. I was going to say Mason, but Mason could go on the right.
Mason is going on the right. He's going on the right.
Wait a minute, but then who's going to play striker? You think Romelu's still going to play striker?
Romelu.
All right. Yeah, Romelu's playing.
Romelu Lukaku.
Well, okay. So Timo gets in on the left. I did think Timo was going to play. I think Mount is going to play this game.
Same.
All right, so that's 2 votes for Mount. C1 London. All right, Mount.
Kai's rolling in his bed right now.
Yeah, Kai. Yeah, Kai couldn't make it because he has to go to bed early for work. But okay, striker. I don't know. I don't think Romelu's gonna play this game.
These are the games where I'm misruled.
Yeah, I mean, I could see that. I feel like maybe Kai Havertz plays.
Oh, I wouldn't mind it.
I feel like maybe Kai Havertz plays because when you think about Romelu's been playing a lot, and this game is very soon too. Romelu's played every single game. Actually, that's not true. He didn't play the last game. All right, you know what? Then Romelu might play this one. All right, and you see one on that says Romelu. You said Romelu. Right,
Good old Rom.
fine.
Gotta love Rom.
Fine. And he doesn't get to play again until Sunday, so he does have a considerable amount of time. This Lukaku right here. This Lukaku right here. Should I pick him?
Pick any Lukaku. No, not that Lukaku. This ain't nothing like Conor Gallagher where we can't find it.
Look at this Lukaku.
It's his brother, isn't it? Jordan.
This
Jordan
looks.
Lukaku.
Is it?
Yeah. It's
Oh
his brother.
man, he looks like him when he was in Man United, man.
He's older, I think, Jordan Lukaku.
He's getting a little tubby there, bro. Damn. you gotta get on that. You gotta get on your brother's diet, bro. Fucking A. All right, Lukaku. Fine. Right. So this is what we think is gonna be the starting lineup for the Zenit game. A good amount of rotation in there. Players that didn't get to play, fresh legs and stuff for that game. Definitely going to see Mason Mount ball out. I feel like this is a game Mason Mount is going to ball out. But then again, he could completely flop because I feel like Mason Mount is a victim of rhythm. I really do. Once you don't play him for a game, he kind of loses that rhythm. But we'll see. Maybe it's different this season. It'll be nice to see Reece James back on the pitch after that shameful red card from Anthony Taylor. And the fact that we got fined because our players were out of hand. Go fuck yourself, Anthony Taylor. Quite literally, go fuck yourself. But score predictions. I'm going to say that we beat Zenit 3-0.
3-0.
What do you think, Will?
2-0.
2-0?
I think Lukaku and Mount will score. Or Jorginho and Lukaku. Penalty.
Lukaku and Mount. I could see Mount scoring. Maybe Timo gets a goal too. Who knows?
I don't put that expectation on Timo. I don't want to be disappointed.
Yeah. I hope this lineup is right though, because I do want to see a good chunk of game time between Timo and Lukaku, and I really hope Saul doesn't hold us back from seeing that, because I know for the Villa game, I felt like Saul hindered us being able to see a good Ziyech and a good Havertz.
To be fair
fluidity.
though, with Saul, he had to sit deeper, which I don't think is his game, so he will have more freedom to push forward.
We'll see. We'll see. Yeah, with Jorginho there, maybe we'll see something different. But all right, guys. So that was the show for today. Thank you for all of you guys for tuning in, and for those of you that remained with us, thank you for being here as well. Make sure, if you haven't already, smash that like button. Make sure you subscribe if you're brand new to the channel. If you're watching this in the future and you managed to watch this whole entire thing, kudos to you. You are the GOAT. You are the Cristiano Ronaldo of this channel.
Or Messi, whoever
And-
you like more, you know.
Or Messi, whichever you like, or Kylian Mbappe if you roll that way, or Holland. But Kylian Mbappe if you have an ego. But yeah, thank you for watching. Leave a comment below. Let us know what you thought of the show. Any tips, suggestions as well. I will take those in. You never know. You guys might have some good ideas. Make sure you subscribe. I said subscribe to the channel, right? Make sure you check out some of our content. You can check me out at MarshallDBDX on YouTube as well as Twitch, and you can check Will out at Will_1905_ on Twitter for your daily Will posts or hourly Will posts at his rate. But yeah, guys, we'll catch you again on Wednesday for the reaction of the game. We won't be doing an immediate reaction. We'll be doing a review. And yeah, hopefully we come out with a win, and it's a very good game, and Timo actually gets a goal. Hopefully. But guys, thank you so much for watching Cage No Filter Rivals. Thank you for being here at Cage No Filter Football. And yeah, guys, we'll catch you on Wednesday.